Okay guys, it's time for a new update video on the Bitcoin price, because so far we are again getting rejected on the daily time frame from our very important last resistance line that is keeping the Bitcoin price from pretty much skyrocketing to massive highs of $83,000, $90,000, because exactly at this resistance here on the daily chart we for sure also have our 11-year resistance on the weekly time frame. So the question now is it actually looking this bad? Are we actually going to form this massive M pattern here on the daily time frame, and we have to expect a bigger correction to come all the way down here to the $50,000 level, which would also be our next big support area here on the weekly time frame, exactly in this area over here, the $50,000 level? Or can we expect that the Bitcoin price is actually going to hold its very important support area here of the $63,800 to $64,500 level, and we can expect new all-time highs to come within a matter of hours? We are going to talk about the exact price levels I'm keeping an eye on at the moment, which are also very, very important for knowing if I'm going to scale up my long positions, because I'm still in around $7.5 million worth of Bitcoin long positions. And depending on where the Bitcoin price is actually going to close today's daily candle in 3 hours, I will make sure to either scale up these long positions massively to be prepared for the next big breakout, or I will actually make sure to take some profits off the table and I will scale down my long positions to not be exposed to too much risk in the case that we see a massive correction down to the $50,000 level. So if you don't want to miss out on that, please make sure you stick around till the very end of this video, because I also want to talk about Chainlink and also about Elrond, because in both of them I also have some very interesting trades open at the moment. So stick around till the very end. Also guys, make sure to smash up a like on this video. Every single video of mine reaches either 2,000 or 3,000 likes. So guys, let's aim for 3,000 likes right now. And Chris from Crypto just made a massive nice music effect here when I was mentioning that the people should like the videos, so do that for sure. I think it was on accident, but whatever, I don't think it really matters. But guys, also for sure, there he is guys, nice music effect here in the video. But guys, also make sure to follow my Twitter. I'm already saying to follow my Twitter for sure. The link is in the video description. But also, guys, follow the Twitter of the secret Project V that Chris and I are involved as well. Because as you guys know, we organized a massive free airdrop for our communities. And the first people in this community and the people that are active till this airdrop actually happens, so the people that join the Telegram, you can find in the Twitter description, by the way, that follow the Twitter is in the video description as well, and are actually active on their profiles, so actually liking tweets, retweeting tweets, and also posting in the Telegram chat regularly. So I'm not saying like each and every hour, this doesn't really matter, but you have to be active. All that is being tracked by a bot, so please make sure to join that, because I don't want anybody to say or to tell me at the end that they missed out on this massive free airdrop or anything like that. But guys, enough now. We will jump right into the charts now. So what happened within the last 24 hours since I uploaded my last video? First of all, like I already mentioned in my last video, we have this very important resistance above us, and I can already tell you guys the first thing I'm actually right now keeping an eye on to determine if we are going to go lower within the next couple of days, or if Bitcoin actually is about to reach new all-time highs, is the closing level of our old all-time high here on the daily time frame. And this, to be honest, is the exact $66,000 level. So the first thing I want to see is that in 3 hours, when we are ending today's daily candle, that we are closing above this $66,000 level. This is also in alignment with our 4-hourly time frame, because on the 4-hourly time frame, as you guys can see, the $66,000 level is around here. And if we close our current 4-hourly candle above that, the potential is very high that Bitcoin is actually forming here somewhat of a W pattern, right? The Bitcoin price is somewhat forming here W pattern, and this would definitely mean that Bitcoin would continue its way to the upside and we would see an all-time high fairly quickly. So if we close today's daily candle above the $66,000 level, I for sure won't take any profits off my trades, or whatever, scale them down, nothing in this kind of way. But if we close now the 4-hourly candle below the $66,000 level, which also will result in our daily candle closing below the $66,000 level, I think the chances increase dramatically that Bitcoin will correct all the way down here to our important support area at the $63,800 to $64,400 level. And this is actually the most important support level I'm keeping an eye on right now. Because as I know, if we break this to the downside, the Bitcoin bears actually would be almost confirming here this massive M pattern. The bulls would actually get scared. We would see a little bit of a panic selling, and this would increase the likelihood of this big M pattern then actually being successful. And this would for sure result in us correcting all the way down here to the next very important support level of the $50,000 level, where there would the next big horizontal support coming in. We would also have a massive amount of support here coming in on the weekly time frame. So this is very realistic in the case that we break the $63,800 to $64,500 level to the downside, because also here on the weekly time frame we would have then seen a massive correction here again from getting rejected. We would see the next weekly candle for sure starting off bearish, and then the chances would be very high that we correct till the end of November again down to $50,000 before starting to skyrocket to a new all-time high again. So guys, first of all, for sure keep an eye on the $66,000 level for tonight. If we close above it, all good, I won't touch my trades at all. If we close below it, I would actually be still not touching any of my trades, but I would get very careful, because as soon as we then touch this support area, I don't want to miss out either a break to the downside on the 4-hourly time frame, or a massive bounce with good buying volume coming in, because both would result in me taking actions on my trade. A bounce would for sure result in me scaling up my trades, and a break to the downside would for sure result in me starting to take profits off my trades, because like I just mentioned, the potential then increases dramatically that we are forming this M pattern, and we have to expect a bigger correction within the following days and then also within the following week. But enough said now, guys. Just keep an eye on these price levels for Bitcoin and you will know exactly what to do with your trades. Other than that, I also want to talk about Elrond and also about Chainlink. Chainlink had a massive fake out today to the upside out of this trend channel. So as long as we are not breaking out of this trend channel with a confirmed daily candle close to the upside, I won't start scaling up my Chainlink trade. I actually, now that it got rejected and we got sold off, and Bitcoin is also not looking as strong as it looked during the day today, I have to say that I actually started to scale down my Chainlink trade. I actually closed around 1/3 of the trade, so 33% of my Chainlink trade I now closed and I took profits on. I can show you this trade in my next video, and also the funding fees. I was already at around $50,000 worth of funding fees that I paid on this Chainlink trade, so I decided to take $100,000 worth of profits already, so that the funding fees are paid for, that the trade cannot go into a minus at all, no matter what happens, and that I'm also already securing around $50,000 in profit. So for Chainlink, I'm still waiting for a confirmed breakout here out of this trend channel to the upside, but it is looking good because Chainlink is actually forming higher lows all the time at the moment. I mean, it could be also interpreted, like I just showed to you guys, like a rising wedge, but I don't really think this is the case right now. And for Elrond, guys, I also right now have a long position open because Elrond had this kind of a rising wedge, but it actually broke it to the upside, and right now we are bouncing on support. So as long as we are not falling below the $305 level for Elrond, I'm actually still bullish, and I still think that Elrond can continue its run up here to the upside and could even reach new massive all-time highs. But this is also on the daily time frame, so like I said, this actually could even take a couple of more days before then going to the upside again. This is already it for today's video, guys. Make sure to follow now my Twitter and also for sure the codename VTwitter. Like I said, the link is all the way at the top of the description. Chris and I will soon post another announcement, and we will make sure, guys, that the active people in the community get rewarded with free tokens. As I already said, the only thing that you have to do to take part in this airdrop is being active on social media, following the Twitter, retweeting tweets, liking the tweets. You don't have to retweet or like every tweet, but like I said, just be active in general, and it's not enough to just follow and then stay inactive for the rest of the time. But either way, guys, we will see us in the next one. Till then, bye.